Hey guys, Lee from Galaxy Reviews here with yet another video. Very excited to be back to the channel. Unfortunately, stopped recording for a little bit, took a break, was focusing on some other projects. But with the return and release of, well, not really the return, but the actual release of Metaphor Fantazio and the return from Atlas, what I meant to say, since Persona 3 Reloaded, I just had to get this. I'm a big Persona fan, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and splurge on the Collector's Edition. It's been a while since I bought a Collector's Edition for a game, so I thought it was finally time. And it's been a while since I've done this sort of unboxing in the channel. Now, of course, with that being said, usually with these Collector's Editions, stuff comes up, and that was not the exception with this release where Amazon, unfortunately, did not deliver it on release day. Also, I'm in Florida, so we did have the hurricane, so it's understandable. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, quick tour of the box. Now, unfortunately, Amazon did bang it up a little bit, just from what I can see here initially, which is a little bit of a shame, but nothing too concerning. I mean, it is what it is. These things happen even from like local stores. So, nothing too much going on in the outside of the box. So let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. So, I'm already liking what I'm seeing. This is amazing. I did play the demo. I haven't obviously played or seen much of the game because I want it to be a surprise, but definitely seen the trailers, and this seems like the book the protagonist carries around, so that's pretty cool. Very nicely detailed. Of course, it's all cardboard, so be careful with it. Now, again, a little bit of damage there, unfortunately, which is a bummer, but again, not a huge concern. I'm pretty okay with it. Now, let's see what we have here. So when we open up the box, we have a little sheet here on the side. So we have the code for the DLC items, that of course I won't show the bag of. And then we have, oh, some stickers. So pretty cool. Actually look really nice if you want to stick these on like a notebook or a laptop or something like that. It does look really nice. So we'll put that back in there. And then let's see what we have here. So let's pull this little ribbon here. And first we have the premium art book. So obviously can't show all the pages, but quick little glimpse here. We have some artwork of the protagonist and the fairy. We got her name. And then we also have some additional artwork, which actually is pretty nice. Most of these images are in-game as is, so that's pretty nice. And definitely don't want to go beyond that. Don't want to get any spoilers, but I'll definitely keep that and look at that later. Let's take a look at the back. Again, it just kind of looks like the book the protagonist carries. Pretty nice. So let's put that to the side. Here we have the actual game. Nothing too special. Looks just like the standard game you find anywhere else. So we'll put that aside. And then we have the steelbook. That looks amazing. That's awesome, actually. Let's see inside. Very nicely done. It's been a while since I got a steelbook, so pretty excited to display this in my collection. So put that aside as well. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, and then we have the soundtrack. I believe this is a CD, so you'll definitely need a CD player. Let me see if I can open this up and let's take a look. I'll be right back. All right, remove the wrapping, so we're back. And exactly, yep, it is a CD. I'm not gonna remove that from there. I don't wanna risk any scratches for now. And then we have another little art card with the protagonist and the fairy. And then we have Stroll, and then I don't know her name quite yet. So that looks pretty nice. Let's move that aside. And let's see what we have here. All right, this one's a little bit more hefty. Let's open that up. It actually just looks like a regular cardboard box, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so we have some of the some little items here from some of the enemies, which look like teeth, which is pretty funny. I found that hilarious when I saw it in the demo, and they're all pins. But interesting enough, they're very hefty. They're pretty hefty as they are. So if you're gonna put this like on your backpack or something, it is gonna add at least a little bit of weight. Let me do a quick close-up of that because they look pretty awesome. I definitely like how they look. And then again, yeah, you can see the little pins there. So very nice. I like this little detail, and I like the quality because, like I said, they have quite a bit of heft, so that means they're very good quality. And you can kind of see that in the details. Let's see what else we have here. And I think that's pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything else maybe missing. Remove this. No, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. The checklist. So if we take a look at the box again, we have again the codes. We have the art book, and then we have the CDs. And then what else do we have here? We also have the pins. Yeah, the pins there, CDs, art book, the game, steelbook. Now let's see, it does mention something here about a history book. Let me take a look here. All right, so yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'll take a look at the history book. Not sure if that's maybe like a digital thing. So we'll see. Now, as far as what else it brought is to bring this map of the in-game region. And I like this, it's tied up in a little faux leather string. And let's take a look at the map. Ooh, very nice quality. I'm not sure if that's coming in through the microphone, but it has a nice sound and crispiness to it. And it also does have like some strings here where you can tie this up. And there's just no way to capture this all on camera. It's a very large map. There's like a quick little close up there so you guys can see some of the details at least, because it is very difficult to get this all on camera. And then on the top side, very nice. I'm not sure I'll hang this anywhere. I'll have to think, running out of space here on my walls, but it's very nice to have. All right, and let's see what else we have. So I think that's it. Yeah, like I said, it mentions something about a Atlas history book, but looking inside the box, yeah, there's definitely nothing else. This is definitely included in there. I don't want to ruin it. So it must be included as part of the digital contents, because even here, this is all just soundtrack. So besides the art book, maybe, yeah, there's nothing else about like a history, Atlas history, or anything like that. So yeah, guys, so this is pretty much all the contents of the special edition. So hopefully that convinces you if you do want to get it. From my own perspective, if you're new to Atlas games, unless you foresee yourself being a huge fan of the Metaphor Fantazio series, or just the game, right? If it just ends up turning to be a single installment, definitely go ahead and get it. But if you just want to play the game, it's definitely not a requirement by any stretch of the imagination. This is just stuff for some hardcore, Atlas fans, because most of the good stuff is like the art book, maybe the music, and then like the costumes. Because even if you take a look here, oh yeah, there it is. There's the history book. But even like the costumes, if we can get to focus, there we go. It's just like old Persona protagonist costumes, right? So unless you've played some of the previous games, you probably won't really enjoy that as much. So there's something to keep in mind. And then, yeah, here we go. It's a digital history book. So pretty cool. I know it kind of shows some CDs here, which is kind of interesting, being that it's digital. Not sure where they went with that, unless you can maybe buy it online, maybe. I haven't checked, but it's probably a possibility. Maybe you can buy the history book online if you do want it physically, and then maybe it includes the CDs or something like that. Pretty cool. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna show you like a glimpse there of the code. I'll make sure to blur that out. But anyway, by the time you guys see this, the code's gonna be used already, so not a big deal. Other than that, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Again, I definitely enjoyed this. I think it's a really cool collector's edition. But if I were to score it, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 just for the content. It's been a while since we've seen something so complete. But for example, compared to other collector editions, I think it's a very nice edition, because some of them have been skipping out a little bit on some of the included stuff. So it's pretty nice to see. I would have liked to see like a figure or something of the character of the the protagonist, kind of like the Tekken games, right, where they release a special edition with like Jin or something like that. Would have been nice to have a little figure from him, because we haven't been getting a whole lot of figures lately. They're taking a whole lot of time in releasing them, which is a bummer. And for the most part, they're not releasing figures of the protagonist for whatever reason. Probably don't sell as much, who knows? I'm not in the business, but it is what it is. Other than that, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll make sure to be a little bit more consistent with the channel, so we'll definitely look out for some future content. See you later.